Hey everybody, so it's Tiffany from A Different Chick Farm and Orchard, and we are showing you what we are going to be doing to prepare for some winter for ourselves. So this is our raised bed that's behind our house. So it is normally, like in the summertime, oftentimes a compost pile, and in the wintertime too, but we've composted it enough, and so we're cleaning it out and have been cleaning it out. You can see Steve is evening out all of the dirt and compost we've got here, and Daniel's fixing our trays down there. But we are getting ready to plant us a winter garden for ourselves because we like to eat and we don't grow everything for market. We sometimes grow stuff just for ourselves. Lettuce is something we're going to try to grow some for our customers, but we want it ourselves because we like to eat lettuce and it's good for you, it's healthy, and I can grow it right back here, keep a watch over it, and enjoy it in the cold months. I can cover it if I need to. Easy access though. So yeah, we got to put a fence around it though, because we have cats and groundhogs that get into it and they would tear it all up and eat it all up. We don't want that. So, Daniel, do you like to eat lettuce? So we've got a bunch of trays here of some lettuce starts that we have done, some older ones we've got, but you like to eat lettuce, don't you? And green stuff. What's that behind you? What kind of tree is that? That is a fig tree. That's our Galosi. Do you like those or no? You like them? What are they good for? Ah, you eat those yummy fruits, don't you? Okay, so, as Steve gets some of the rest of this out here and evened up.
We're evened up.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're ready to plant.
Okay. You gonna help plant, Daniel? Am I videoing or planting?
I'll tell your video.
Okay.
Unless you just want to plant, then I'll video.
Okay, so
we're up here, not down here.
We've got some sort of lettuce. I don't remember what kind this one was.
Red romaine.
Red romaine lettuce.
I'm going to lay these out about every 18 inches. That'll give them plenty of room to grow. And it will be wasted space until they grow, except for, we'll let Tiffany come back and put us some radishes in between, some direct seeded stuff. So your cinder blocks are about 18 inches long, so it makes spacing kind of easy. And you can go as tight as 12 inches, but you really start to push what you can accomplish that way. Here we got an Asian greens. This is a little assortment, and we got Mizuna in here and Komatsuna, and then a couple of types of mustard greens. So.
Good for greens, good for salad.
Yep.
That's going to be mostly cut and come again, whereas this romaine is going to be, we wait till it heads.
Well, we might pick a few outer leaves off of it, but yeah, you're right. We got to wait till it gives us something to work with, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got two right here in one. It won't hurt nothing. We would separate them, but they're really close together.
And they're cut and come again anyway, so
we don't much care. Now right here, this Asian green, this mustard green and these Asian greens, it's a little bit tight. They got a little bit of room, so I'll just peel them apart. And then we'll end up with 2. We'll space these a little bit closer together. We'll go more like 12 inches. That way Tiffany's got plenty to harvest. We put some of our Harmony fertilizer on there, didn't we, Tiffany?
We did.
That we just kind of will scratch into the top. Okay, let me go get some more, because I don't really want more of the lettuce if I don't have to in this bed. So we got a tray of top soy and some chard. We'll make some good salads.
That it will.
Now we're going to finish topping off this other bed next week, but we got a couple of specialty markets this week that are going to kind of tie up our time, so we don't really have time to top that off right now. But this is just kind of sitting here, so we're going to fix this, and we're going to put a quick fence up around it on this side anyway. If the groundhog wants to get in, just come around there. So this Swiss chard can easily be a foot apart. We're going to put one here right towards the end of the bed. And we'll put another one in the middle, right beside it. We'll put another one on the other edge. I may go back over and get a little bit more to put in here. We are roughly spaced.
And the Swiss chard you can also take apart individually because,
oh yeah,
yeah, definitely that's the preferred way of doing it. Unless you're going to cut and come again it.
And we're not. Top soy is amazing. We've grown this all through the winter before. So again, we're giving the red romaine. If you ever had a head of romaine, it can get kind of big. We're giving it a little bit more room to play than we are the rest of this stuff. The rest of this stuff will get a little bit less space because it doesn't need it. Topsoil, if I remember right, is about 8 to 10 inches, ain't it, Tiffany? It's been a while.
It can get pretty big. I've had it like, usually I plant at 12-inch spacings, but
Okay. We'll give it around 10 to 12. All right. So, I got some specialty tools to plant here with. It's called my fingers. Get this. These caps are just dry stacked on here, so as we mess with them and stuff, they get moved around, and then we have a little bit of a mess. All right, so we'll come in here about 9 inches from the end, and we done discussed that our cinder blocks are 18 inches. So if I come in 9 and then come in about 9, and that's going to give me a good spacing between there and the next one. I'll get my 18 inches in. Same thing over here. I'll find my block, come in about the middle of the other one, stick me a little hole. We'll have to keep this fertilized, but you'll be surprised. This is, see what, we're the 16th of September?
yep.
We would love to have this in the ground a week ago, but we didn't. That's why we're stopping to do it now. But Tiffany can give you some updates on this as we grow on. Now we are in zone 7A, East Tennessee. We used to always consider ourselves 6B 7A, but they have finally readjusted it to 7A. And so we can grow about anything like this through the winter generally with very little protection from the weather. Sometimes we don't even need any, do we, Tiffany?
Nope. Lettuce most likely will have to have protection.
Now Tiffany will water this in real good this evening. It's important when you plant anything to water it in really, really good. And standardizing things, like I said, using these cinder blocks as markers makes things easier. Don't get carried away. Don't try to overcomplicate things, because if you do, you'll just end up disappointed in the end. And she can go right down the middle here and direct seed us some spinach. And like I said, we can do some radishes. She likes radishes a lot more than I do. And I will eat some, especially if they're sauteed.
I'm not much on the spicy radishes. And they're not my favorite foods, but it is a food to eat, and we try to expand our horizons. So I do like a good breakfast radish in my salad. I'm currently being attacked by cats. See, this is my cats. Chubbs, Charlie. Yeah. Stinky cats, right? Yeah. Looks like Steve's about done, getting close. Daniel's being silly over there.
Tiffany, you talk to them about this white stuff down here on your bed?
Well, if you notice down there, the white stuff is actually char. So that is our ash from our smoker, from our wood, which happens to be our cherries and our oak and peaches and all of that stuff. So we put it on our garden because it's actually really good for compost and for your plants. It also helps to deter some bugs. I do not know the details on that, but it does help to deter certain bugs. So, which is pretty cool. So, as you can see, just plain old ash. Sometimes it also helps to deter the groundhogs. They don't smell everything else, and they just smell the ash, and they might not come around, which would be wonderful. Thankfully, it feels like it's going to keep raining a little bit. We've not had rain in a long time around here, and well, very drought conditions. It's not pleasant, so we appreciate any bit of rain that we can get. As you can see too, these eggshells, all of our organic eggs come right over here and get in our beds, and they usually slowly compost down, but we've actually got a pretty good compost system right now in these beds. So basically in the wintertime, if I don't have anything growing and I just throw scraps out here, it doesn't take but a couple weeks and everything's disintegrated. So pretty cool. As you can see, some peppers right there. It probably won't take them long to disintegrate. Those are just some of the ones that we had that were bad and we didn't want to deal with, so we stuck them out of here on our compost.
Yep. All right, well, I got a few chard left to go, but that's the basics of it, folks. And you saw we just did some loose planting. You know, nothing's exactly etched in stone. And like I said, we'll come back down. Tiffany will come back down the middle there with maybe some spinach and some radishes. At least put some radishes on the outside edge, probably, and spinach down the middle. And that way she can harvest the radishes in the next probably 45 days. And by then the lettuce will be up to size. And we'll have some good salads.
Yep, definitely. Okay.
You're out there and gardening something.
Yeah, go plant something. There's something at your local garden center I'm sure you can plant, right, Daniel? Something, or something you can seed. Spinach is really short, like 20-25 days you can have spinach, which is pretty awesome. So go plant something today. Anyway, see y'all later. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and just check us out and see what we're doing. Bye guys.